Hello there. So today we are going to talk about psychology degree. What jobs people get after graduating with a bachelor's degree in psychology. There are several videos out there which explain what is involved in a psychology degree, so we won't go there today. This video is to focus on the top 10 jobs people have received once they graduated. And who are these people? These are people like yourself, like me, just normal people who went for, say, a degree. So in this case, we have chosen Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Now you can also do Bachelor of Science in Psychology and various different variations of this. But this video will focus on Arts in Psychology. We can create other ones for the other degrees. So when you think about what job will I get if I graduate with a degree in psychology, the mind obviously goes to counseling. We will help some people with some problems because that's what psychology is all about. But if you look at the data of real people, of normal people who have graduated and what they have done, it is actually showing different titles, different jobs, not just counseling. The data that I'm going to talk about is based on, once again, normal people who graduated with Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. We looked at their profiles, their resumes, and we aggregated it, meaning, say if there were 1,000 people, which was the top majority title after that bachelor degree? What was their first job, okay? So 10 people out of 1,000, for example, did this, or 100 people did this. So that's what we are going to talk about. So diving right into it, let's see what were the top 10 titles for Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. So the first one that showed up is Sales Associates. So obviously in psychology, one of the main aspects is understanding people and communications. So you can apply that skill set in sales. So that's why I think we see lots of sales associates. We see administrative assistants, assistant teacher. There's a title called director. Remember, we are not massaging the data, right? We show you whatever shows up in the resume. And in this case, there were lots of directors. So we dove a little bit into what sort of director. And there was a trend around occupational therapy. So that you could directly maybe correlate to psychology. There were again teachers, so assistant teachers, and again teachers showed up. Customer service representatives, so again something related to human interaction, communication, making sure the customers are happy, so customer service representatives. Cashiers showed up, so retail, some people went doing a cashier job, and it might also be in some cases a stopgap measure. You don't know whether they are going to go for another degree. There was also research assistants, interns. So that tells me that research assistant could be RA in a college still pursuing a master's degree, right? Interns, the same thing, or interns could be, summer internship. So I can't really make a comment on that. There were also managers, and again, diving into what sort of managers, there were 2 or 3 things that popped up. One was student trial investigator. And we can talk about what is a student trial investigator. Another thing that was somebody that said they were a manager, looking into their description, it was senior press officer, so which is more in the realm of journalism. And that's Murphy right there, our Labradoodle. But so you see that the top 10 titles I just mentioned are in different aspects of human interaction, using your skills around working with people. So psychology is not just about providing counseling or therapy. Now also, why don't you see some of those jobs? You got to think about that. What we have seen is, if you really want to get into the occupational therapy, most of the jobs require you to have master's or PhD in psychology, right? So you have to really do the analysis correctly, saying, if I stop at Bachelor of Arts in Psychology and I decide later on I don't want to go for a master's, I want to start working, what are your options? And this is just top 10. there's more data of what others have done. There's also highest paying titles. So the next video, we can focus on the highest paying titles for Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, and after which we can also check if I do science in psychology instead of arts, so Bachelor of Science in Psychology, does it change much? Of course, the credits are different, some of the courses are different, statistics, etc., right, in science versus arts. But the first job, does it change much? So I will leave it at that. You have to review that video to figure out the differences between the two degrees from a job per se. And of course, if you like this video and want to hear more from us, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel, like this video, share our video, let more people see it. So the next one will be the highest paid titles for Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.